Welcome to International Uranium Film Festival. On the third day, we are going to start today with a panel discussion, and then we will have two more sessions for films. So this panel discussion will go 12:30 officially, but we can go a little bit more further. And then we have films on new atomic wars and uranium weapons. And then we have new fiction movies about nuclear power. And then we have Russian comedy on nuclear issue. So I hope that we have very, very good films, diversity, many different kind of films for today. So I would like to request Vivek ji to come on the mic and moderate the panel discussion.
Thank you, Shri Prakash ji, and thank you to the International Uranium Film Festival. We have been privileged to watch a host of wonderful films over the last 2 days. The films were most engaging and informative on various aspects of uranium mining, the supply chain, nuclear power, nuclear bombs and weapons, waste, and the health effects of radioactivity. I think it's for the benefit of most of you who probably weren't here for the last 2 days, and some of the panelists who also were not here, I would like to give you a brief synopsis of the films that were shown and what they highlighted. Nuclear Savage, The Islands of Secret Project. It shows the devastation caused by atomic testing in the Marshall Islands. You've all heard of the Bikini Atoll. In the Bikini Atoll, 67 nuclear tests were conducted. 8 of those explosions were the highest ever recorded explosions in the history of the world. Between 1945 and 1996, in fact, a fact which I did know, and I'm sure many of you might not know, there were 2,201 explosions conducted. Many of them atmospheric and some of them underground. So we've had this devastation in terms of explosions for the last 65 years. This film brings out specifically the impact on the people of Marshall Island. And for those who haven't seen it, I think it's one of the most outstanding films of this festival. The second important film we saw was The Atomic States of America. It's an engrossing film on the 3 Mile Island accident. The 3 Mile Island in the US had a partial nuclear meltdown. It occurred in one of the 2 reactors in Pennsylvania on 28th March 1979. The film also shows Indian Point, which is just 34 miles upstream from New York, up the Hudson River. It also shows the potential danger to people living within a radius of 50 miles of these plants. A total of 50 million people live around that area. It comes across New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. So about 50 million, that's 1/6 or 1/7 of the population of the US lives in that area around 3 Mile Island. Then we also had films on uranium mining in different parts of Africa. 2 of them, Uranium to Die For and Uranium, a Poison Legacy. The first one tells us about Congo, where we have this agent going in there who goes in incognito and eventually finds out that the government of Congo is actually complicit in illegal selling of uranium. So that's a very illuminating film. The other one is on Gabon, where Arriva, and I think we all know Arriva actually mined and shut the mine in 1999. Since then, there have been a lot of campaigns and people protesting about the the problems of people there, including French people. This has been taken up by a large international legal group which supports people's rights, etc.